Пожалуйста, take the floor, please.
Thank you very much. Sorry about that small pause. Thank you very much for inviting me here to speak today. I must apologize for two things. First of all, for not speaking any Russian. Unfortunately, my school didn't give me the opportunity to learn any Russian, and I fear that it's now too late. Stefan will be pleased to know that they did teach me German, German and French, so I didn't do just one language. The second thing I must apologize for is my voice. I'm sorry, I arrived here with a cold, so it's not the Moscow weather which is responsible. I had it before I arrived, but I hope that you'll be able to understand nevertheless. I want to speak today about teaching management skills in the classroom, in the language classroom. I've said in EFL, in English as a foreign language, but there's absolutely no reason why it shouldn't be any other language classroom. And I'd like to start by asking you to do a little exercise for me. Don't worry, it's not a test. There won't be any marks, no scores, no reports to the dean. Could you just take a piece of paper and draw these 4 symbols on your piece of paper? This is an activity which I've borrowed directly from management training. Some of you may have encountered it before. If so, just keep it to yourself and let those who haven't seen it before enjoy it. So when you've drawn those 4 symbols, I'm going to ask you first of all to divide the circle into 2 equal parts. Divide the circle into 2 equal parts. When you've done that, divide the triangle into 3 equal parts. And when you've done that, because this is a language activity now, I've borrowed from management training, just have a quick word with the person next to you to see if you've found the same solution. You can just compare your solutions. You can speak English or Russian or German or French or Chinese, whatever you like, I don't mind. Alright, there's more than one solution possible. Now, can you divide the first square into 4 equal parts? Yeah, the circle into 2 equal parts, the triangle into 3 equal parts, and the first square into 4 equal parts. And probably you'll have something like this. There are other solutions. Okay, so the last part, maybe the most difficult, is to divide the last square into 5 equal parts. If you're not sure about this, ask your neighbour for help. 2 heads are better than 1. Are those equal parts? Can I just have a show of hands? How many people have found a solution? Oh, quite a lot. Well done. Right. Can you compare your solutions with anybody around you who hasn't found a solution? The solution is simple. 5 equal parts. But it's difficult. It's difficult because we've been thinking along one particular line, one particular pattern, dividing dividing those figures into smaller figures with the same shape. And so this is an illustration that's often used in management training of how we get ourselves into a rut. We're thinking in one straight line, And when we're asked to do something which requires a different kind of thinking, well, it's suddenly more difficult. Okay? A lot of management training is about getting people to change their behaviour. In order to change their behaviour, they have to change their patterns of thinking. So that's an important notion. We'll do one more little warmer exercise. This one, again, you may have met already. If you have done, then just keep it to yourself. Can you draw those 9 dots? And when you've done that, can you join the dots with 4